Welcome to Real Reviews. I'm Chase Lee, and I have another selection for you guys from the Dallas International Film Festival, and this is Obvious Child. This has Jenny Slate as the main character. Remember her? She was the person on SNL who dropped the F-bomb on, I think her second episode ever. She's not on SNL anymore, but she was for a little bit. It also stars Jake Lacy. You may know him as Pete from The Office on the last season, and a bunch of other people. David Cross also makes a small appearance in it. But this movie is directed. I had to pull out my phone for this because her name was a little difficult. It's directed and it's directed by Jillian Robespierre. Robespierre. I'm probably mispronouncing that, and I'll probably have someone correct me. But until then, that is her name, and she directs a very good indie romantic comedy. The thing is with this movie, it doesn't really offer anything new in terms of originality. Jenny Slate's character gets dumped. She has a one-night stand with Jake Lacy's character. She gets pregnant. She wants to get an abortion. Drama ensues, and the journey to that. I mean, it's good, but it's not like something that was I don't know, better than like 500 Days of Summer. I think that's one of the best indie romantic comedies, dramedies, whatever, because it portrayed real scenarios. And I know Obvious Child that stuff does happen, but I felt like 500 Days of Summer was more realistic. Obvious Child is not a bad movie. It's just there's really nothing special to offer. I felt like it was just it was there. It was a good movie, a good time. The one thing I did take away from this movie was the acting. Jenny Slate, she can carry a movie. I was actually surprised by her acting abilities, and I want to see more from her. Like if she was in a movie if she was casted in a movie like tomorrow, and it was a major Hollywood picture, I'd be like, okay, I'm okay with that. Like, she proved herself an Obvious Child. I think, like I said, I think she did a very good job portraying, because she was a comedian in the movie, and she's a comedian in real life, so she was basically playing herself, and, there were some moments where they were more dramatic than most, and I think she nailed those parts. And the movie was hit or miss when it came to the comedy, but when it hit pretty hard, and most of the lines that were funny came out of her mouth. So, like I said, Jenny Slate, I believe this movie was like tailored for her. Like this movie was like a vehicle to show people what she can do, and I think she did a pretty good job. Jake Lacy, like I said, I haven't seen anything besides Pete from The Office, but he does a pretty good job. He basically plays Pete from The Office, but I like that style of comedy from him, which is like that dry, very good timing humor, and I think he nails it in this. Some of the funny lines come from him too. The cinematography, it's typical city landscape shots. There was a couple shots that looked pretty cool with the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff, but it's typical standard cinematography for an indie romantic comedy. I don't know what that was, but yeah, it's really nothing special the way it's shot. Shot well. It's not shot terribly at all by any means. The editing. This movie was only an hour and 23 minutes. It's pretty short, but it does fly by because you are entertained and you are curious to see what happens because the main character wants to get an abortion. Does she go through it? Does she not? You are curious to see what happens towards the end with her character and Jake Lacy's character, the guy that knocked her up. And like I said, you're also entertained. It is a very funny movie sometimes. It does miss on some of the jokes. Not a problem. It picks it right back up when it hits. So in that regard, it was very enjoyable, and it made the time fly by even faster than its already short time that was given. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6 out of 10 for Obvious Child. I think it's pretty good. It's not the best indie romance movie I've seen, but it is entertaining. I think Jenny Slate has something to prove to other people that didn't really believe in her, I guess. It made me believe that she could do well in a movie and carry it. So that's what I got from this movie. Have you seen Obvious Child, or have you even heard of it? Comment that place to rub in my face and let me know. And as always, thanks for watching Real Reviews. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. See you guys later.